to today's episode of Wellness at Lunch with Coach FO. My name is Fahitola Onogurua, and in the last 27 years, we've been talking about preventive rather than curative. How do you ensure that as you age, you also are able to slow down the aging process and live better and healthier? Almost every day, we pray and ask God for good health. But if our habits is contrary to good health, it will look as if God did not answer our prayers. So, how do you ensure that as you are praying for long life, you are also ensuring good health? So last week, Tuesday last week, we started this series of Launch Our Wellness with Coach FO, and we were able to talk about 4 different things. Just adjust your mindset towards preventive. What are the things that you can control? That's what we're talking about. So last week Tuesday we looked at spiritual health, and I encouraged us to get in tune with our creator. I'm not talking about religion, I'm simply saying know your creator for yourself. Have a one-on-one relationship. Because why? You are originally a spirit inhabiting a body, and then you have a soul. So it's important that all 3 are in tune. I also mentioned about our mental health. Make sure that whatever is disturbing your peace, you get rid of it. Guard your peace jealously. Guard access to your mind. Ensure that whatever will upset you does not come near you. So what do you do to people who have offended you before? Please forgive them and let them go. But guard your access henceforth. Your peace is your responsibility. And I also suggested that you get mental health therapists. The same way you do your physical checkup, please also do your mental health checkup. Put together a support structure that will help you. And then we spoke about sleep and rest. Ensure that by 10, no matter what is happening, you are asleep. The reason is your brain secretes the sleep-inducing hormone by 9:30. So if you're already lying down, it's easy for you to sleep off naturally. Your body repairs itself when you are sleeping, but sleeping at the right time. And that's why sleep is called beauty sleep. And during the day, please rest. 10 hours here, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. It's called power nap. So if the sleep, because sometimes during the day it comes naturally, just put your head on a table and sleep. It restores your energy and revitalizes your strength. And then we spoke about exercise. I suggested that you do at least 3 days a week, maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 30 minutes work, and then cardio exercises. Why? Exercise helps to increase our blood circulation with adequate blood supply to the brain. Remember, sir, you do a lot of mental work. The brain needs its own food. Its food is oxygen, which is carried by the hemoglobin content of the blood. So there's a need to increase blood circulation. There's a need to aid digestion. Your gut has to be free. So that's a method of detoxification. You also need to sweat, which happens when you exercise. As you sweat, the skin is the largest organ of excretion. You get rid of waste, toxins through the pores in your skin. And also when you exercise, you aid motility at the joints. Because as we grow older, the joints get weaker. There is the synovial fluid at the joint, it dries up. There's the ligament that holds the 2 bones together, it wears off. The cartilage that Yoruba people call kirikiri, that helps to support friction there, that avoids friction, also wears off as we grow older. And so as long as we grow, we also deposit cholesterol in the joints, causing a lot of pain. So when you exercise, you ensure motility. Those are the reasons why you must exercise. And so those were the points we looked at last week. And I'm saying Don't wait until you are sick. You cannot control the hospital. You cannot control those who will attend to you. You cannot control anything. But this one that you can control is how you live your life every day. So it's important that you sit down and decide. I educate you, but it's your responsibility to take informed decision. Decide to be healthier in 2026. I don't know what your age is presently. I don't know how old you will become this year, but I can tell you that as you grow older, there is the need to inculcate new habits into your lifestyle that will help you to, slow down the aging process and help your body to cope. So that as you are aging gracefully. So that you remain an asset till death. Our health is more important than we think. Every business goal, every career goal, every goal you set for yourself every time depends solely on you having good health. Meaning that good health is your first wealth. So you need to be conscious about being healthy. A lot of people will say, oh, I'm busy, and I laugh. There is no job that will wait for you, even if it is your business. If anything happens to you, the work continues. Yoruba people will say, ẹ̀mí iṣẹ́ gùn ju ẹ̀mí èèyàn lọ. That is, the lifespan of your work or business is longer than your own lifespan. So you don't want to waste that. You want to remain healthy so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I always say, your family wants you around, the community wants you around, your parents, if they are still around, they want you around. So you are an elder in your place of worship. People look up to you as a mentor. So we don't want to lose you early. So now I'm going to talk about what we eat. Yoruba says, "Àtẹnujẹ ń pààyàn." That is, what you eat through the mouth can kill. So what have you been eating? What should you do without as you grow older? And what new food or fruits should you add to your diet? Now, as we grow older, especially once you are 30, your metabolic rate slows down. Your rate of digestion, slows down because of age. So it's natural. It means that now you have to consciously help your system to digest food. So you cannot be eating the same quantity of food you were eating before. Now you have to monitor your portions because your body can no more handle that large bowl of eba that you used to sit down at once and finish. You can't do that now, sir. You have grown older. So your portions has to be managed. The type of food has to be managed. The timing of the eating has to be managed. For instance, now, I don't know where we got it, but it's not ideal to eat 3 times a day. My mom is from Ekiti, the southwestern part of Nigeria. And I grew up a little bit close to her father, who happened to be my grandfather. He was a farmer all his life. He lived to be 120 years before he died. But you know what? He was not sick. He only had hernia once, and they operated, and it was good. Why? He walks to his farm every day. 5 miles go, 5 miles back. I'm sure 5 miles is about 7 kilometers. That's how he lived. They never ate early morning breakfast. His lifestyle was to wake up at 5 o'clock. He would listen to radio till about 5:30, then cross to the church for early morning service. It was the Baba Ijo of their African church. And they will be in church from 5:30 to 6 a.m. early morning prayer. Do you know, once he comes back from the church past 6, he's only going to ask for his cutlass and he's heading to the farm. He does not even enter the house again. And so he's going to trek to the farm so that by 10, they are already resting. They will have done the early morning, weeding and all of that. By that 10 o'clock, they sit down. Sometimes they will smoke the yam. They will uproot the yam fresh, do yam, do plantain, and eat it with fresh palm oil. My mother's junior sister produces palm oil right there on the farm. They do all the processing. So that's what they use to eat their, yam and plantain. And sometimes they will drink fresh palm wine. That is the food they will eat until they get home in the evening. By the time they get home, which is usually between 4 and 5, they go back home with fresh vegetable, with fresh, how do we call, organic animals that they just catch with their traps in the farm. That's what they will come home with. Fresh pepper, fresh vegetables, fresh animal protein. That is what they will eat. They will do the pounded yam. In Ekiti, they eat pounded yam every day. That's their own staple. But they are eating it from fresh yam. They are using the fresh ingredients for their soup. So by 6, they have finished eating. In fact, for a long time, they did not have electricity. So by 6 o'clock in the evening, they are finished eating. They have to clean all the plates before it gets dark. So between 7 and 8:30, everybody is sitting outside telling stories. And from there, everybody goes to sleep. So by 9, everybody is on the bed. My grandfather lived to be 120 years. So with the fact that they eat pounded yam every day, they lived a healthy life. We need to go back to that lifestyle. They eat twice a day. So a word of counsel, please take more of fruits in the morning, fruit juices, fruit smoothie, things that your body will easily digest in 30 minutes. That is your breakfast. And then your lunch is between 12 noon and 2 p.m. Around this time. Eat well, but make sure it contains either salad or vegetable to aid proper digestion. And then in the evening between 5 and 6, you can eat again. So what are the things we should do without? Please, I would suggest that you remove white flour. That's bread, chin cake, all those things from white flour. Please remove them from your diet. You are older now. You cannot eat the way you used to eat. Remove the imported rice. It's been parboiled. They've wasted 50% of the nutrients. So when you eat it, yes, it fills your tummy, but it does not really give you what you need. Go back to our local rice. Tubers are okay. That's Irish potato, sweet potato, cocoa yam, and yam. They are good. Take them with lots of vegetables. We can do garden egg sauce. You can do fish sauce with pepper and all of that are natural. You can eat that. And you can do with vegetable soup. You will also enjoy. So boil your Irish potato. Avoid frying at this stage. Your plantain, you can cut it and boil and put lots of vegetable on it. Beans is very good, especially when you peel the beans, the back before cooking. Moi moi is safe for you. You can do our local pap or agidi. All of those ones are good for you. And then your swallows, plantain flour is good, or you can cut the unripe plantain into your swallow maker or your blender, blend it and pour it on fire and make it into swallow. It's fresh and it's good. It also helps in preventing diabetes. The first disease I got to know about, I was 13 when my mom was diagnosed to have diabetes. And so I was her carer, and that exposed me to a whole lot. Diabetes is almost the most deadly disease. Why? It affects every other part of the body. So I heard somebody say excess sugar in the eyes is called glaucoma. Excess sugar, it's one disease that affects every part of the body. It also carries hypertension along. They move together like brothers. And you know why? That sugar affects the blood vessels also. So it disturbs the normal flow of blood. So you want to eat well and eat right and eat in the right portion. Please don't eat cooked food after 6 p.m. It will not digest on time. It takes an average of 4 hours for food to digest. And remember, you are supposed to be on bed by 9:30. So if the food digests on time, the body will use that nutrients to repair the cells. That is what happens when you are sleeping. So when you eat late, when you are sleeping, your body is still trying to digest food, and that will disturb the normal process of repair. And that's why you find a lot of people aging before their time. So you find somebody who is 40 already looking 60. It's because that repair work is missing. So it's called beauty sleep, because that is where the cells are rejuvenated, and that is what works for us. So you want to be sure that you are eating at the right time and you are eating the right food. Please, to the best of your ability, avoid cow meat, goat meat, anything that will not digest on time. Reduce fried foods. As an adult, you really don't benefit from eating fried foods. These days, I realize a lot of people are having ulcer, and that's because food is staying also too long in the stomach. So you want to be conscious of your gut. It's from the mouth to the anus. It's one long tube that needs to be kept free as much as possible. The more food stays in your gut, the more toxins are generated and kept in the body. If you can avoid that, then you will live a healthier life. So you cannot see your gut, but I tell you, whether you'll be sick or healthy is almost 100% dependent on your gut. And the 70% of your immune system is in the gut. So when you keep a clean gut, your body's immunity is high up, and your body will be able to fight for itself. So please be careful what you eat. In the morning, you can also take protein shakes. We have some 100% protein shakes around that can serve as your breakfast. What I'm saying is, for breakfast, please avoid cooked food. So when they say breakfast is important, I said yes, but the type of breakfast is what we're talking about. So because your body is still eliminating in the morning, if you start eating cooked food in the morning, stop or disturb that process of elimination, and that means you will be retaining toxins in your body. Meanwhile, we accumulate toxins every day, both from the air we breathe in and from the food, the waste of the food we have eaten. And so we need to enhance this process of elimination in the morning. You will notice that when you wake up in the morning, you feel like going to the toilet. Your body has generated waste overnight. We need to get it out of the system. So that's why you are also advised to drink lots of water when you wake up in the morning, but please avoid cold water. So drink lots of water to help the push. And that's why it's also good to take fruits and vegetable juices that will digest in 30 minutes. So your body gets nutrients and then the waste is pushed out. That's what you do in the morning. That's another reason for good exercise in the morning. It aids digestion. It aids digestion. So eat to live, do not eat to die. Eat to live. Avoid frozen foods. They have been preserved with chemicals that are dangerous to us. Avoid them to the best of your ability. Eat as organic as much as possible. Fresh fish with scale, organic animal bush meat, it's organic. Get your hands on that. Snails that are local, freshwater fish are very good because the water is flowing, and mostly the ones that has toxins. Those are your proteins. Local chicken, guinea fowl, they are local. They are good for you. If you buy local chicken and you buy poultry agric, fed with growth hormone chicken, if you cook the soup, I guarantee you, you will note the difference. In fact, the local chicken, you cannot easily break the bone. But the frozen one or the poultry one, you can. There's a difference. There's a difference in taste. There's a difference in the consistency of the meat that has been produced. So you want to try as much as possible to go organic, go local, avoid the preservatives, avoid the growth hormones that has been injected into them. Eat healthy. There's no point living long and being sick. There's no point. We don't even have adequate, like maybe hospital system and all of that. For those organizations that are very good, they are beyond the reach of the common person. So the option you have is to be very, very preventive. Live well, live healthy, eat healthy. And please do not drink water with food. Drink your water 30 minutes before food and 30 minutes after food. Why? Allow the gastric juices secreted by your stomach that contains the enzymes needed to break down the food that you are eating. So that works better for us. So enter your pantry when you get home. I hope you know what they call pantry. It's called store now. When we were growing up, we used to call it pantry. So tell madam to bring out the things in the freezer and the things in the pantry. Throw away those things that are not good. Don't use your money to buy them. Avoid them. Go local, go organic. Fill your house with your ofada rice, with anything that is local. Avoid organic, avoid the preserved, processed foods as much as possible. Eat at the right time. Eat to live rather than eat to die. There's no point spending your money on what can kill. Please reduce all of that. And then I should talk about stress management today. In the last 3 years, I have been working with men 40 plus at the Men's Vitality Hall to manage stress naturally. You know why? Every day we live with stress, whether you accept it or not. It's just that because we are not conscious of it, we wait until it has complications and then we start running helter-skelter. This morning we did a research. What are the health inclined questions that people are asking online? And it will surprise you. Stress causes hypertension. Hypertension leading to stroke is the #1 fear that men have now. Why? Hypertension is a silent killer. Sometimes it's there, but it's not manifesting any signs and symptoms. And so you see somebody dressed up for work. I mean, more people die, especially men, on a Monday morning while getting ready for work. Many people are slumping right on their steering wheel now. And it doesn't have to be like that. So, stress is a major cause of high blood pressure. As we speak, over 50% of men have high blood pressure, resulting in stroke and in sudden death. So, in another episode, we will be talking about high blood pressure. But today, I would like to advise that you check your blood pressure regularly. Not out of fear. No, not out of fear. Just to be pre or proactive. Don't wait until there's an emergency. Stress management. The body is wired to manage stress naturally, the way God created us. If you stand in front of your house and somebody suddenly enters the compound brandishing a brand new cutlass, immediately you see that picture, a message comes to your brain. You interpret that, and then within a minute, you need to take a decision. Am I going to run away, or am I going to stand and fight? And we call that the fight or the flight mode. Whichever one you decide to do, your body prepares for that response. About 10 different things will happen in 1 minute. There will be increased blood supply. There will be increased release of energy. All of that. There will be dilation of your eyes. There will be increased blood supply to your extremities. Everything. So whether you want to run away or you want to fight, your body responds. But sir, the problem is that is not supposed to be happening back to back like it is happening now. If you spend more than 4 hours in traffic every day, it is stressful for the body, because your body is consistently in a mood to fight or to fly away, to run away. So you don't want that to happen. So your body is wired to manage stress, but please not back to back. So you need to identify your stressors. What are those things that are causing stress for you? If your place of work is too far from where you live, that can be stressful. So go back to the drawing table and redesign your lifestyle. I call it life by design. I run meetings on that. So where is the children's school? Where's your place of work? Where's your place of worship? And where are you living? For instance, if you are living in Lagos, you work in Victoria Island and you are now going to live in Ikorodu because you feel compulsively you need to go buy land in Ikorodu. Please don't do that. You'll be hurting yourself. If your place of work is still in VI or Ikoyi, please find a place in Yaba, Surulere, Iponri, and all those places to stay. If you have to be in traffic for 4-5 hours every day, I can tell you that your body will respond with what you will not like. And there's no point allowing that to grow and then we're looking for a way to get out of it. So stress management, you have to be very intentional about it. Avoid generating stress every day. Watch your relationships. Go for counseling if need be. Choose a career or business that will not hurt your health. All of this, we have to be very intentional. Please sit down and think through about it. If your children are in schools where you are struggling to pay fees, please change their schools. If you are living in an accommodation that is stretching your pocket, please do so. Don't put generator behind your window. You don't need the noise. Put money together and get good inverter that will give you fan without noise. You need to be able to sleep well. Ensure that your bedroom does not have television. You don't need it there. You need to sleep well. So anything that causes stress, we call them stressors. Please identify them and do away with them. Avoid anxiety. Forgive. Maintain your peace and help your life. We want you to be around for a long time, and that's why we are here talking to you. Tell your friends, subscribe to this channel for more information like this. We're interested in you being around for a long time and being in good health. This is your friend and sister, Feyintola Onoguruwa, popularly called Coach FO, the team lead at Men's Vitality Hub. We are rooting for you. Stay healthy and stay blessed. God bless you.